Claude is actually insane in building a simple website. So this is my old website, and you have the header with the logo and everything, book a call, then the main text that comes up, see how I can help. Straight away we jumped into the about me section. Then we have how I can help, and I was told that I should take out my prices, so that is what I'm updating. Then we have a free guide that I'm offering to every client. We have an FAQ question section, and then this is the last step. And let me show you what it did when I said I need you to update my stuff. So as you can see, no logo, nothing. Okay, this section was updated. Then start here, I'm offering 2 free things that leaders can do straight away. One takes you to a survey, the other one is a guide that you can download. Then 3 ways in, depending what you already know. So obviously this is how I can help them. Then this is me as a founder, and then the links. So when you look at the 2, like obviously there's a lot of things missing that I've updated already. So I said, okay, but how about you just merge the 2? And there was only one problem that I can fix, which is a very easy fix, is this is VS Code, so I'm going to fix it here. So it didn't it didn't take the new messaging, but besides that, everything is updated. Everything is fine. I didn't need to touch. It still looks amazing. It's just that the prices are removed. Here's the FAQ question, and that's the link. That's insane. This blows my mind. And the thing is, like, in a way, I'm sad because there's so many developers that I know that are struggling now because obviously things like this exist. And a lot of people can now accessibly build a website without having to code or learn how to code. And I'm not saying that I didn't have to learn anything, because even editing the website, I had to understand where to go. And thankfully, there's like a lot of tools that you can do it. And in a way that it really pains me, because I know that it affected the world so much and it affected so many people. But at the same time, I'm happy for myself, and I'm sure that other founders are happy, because I don't have the resources to hire someone to do this for me. Like, for someone to build a website for you, it's not cheap. It's really not cheap. And I know that when I'm in a position that I can build a proper website, because at the moment this works perfectly fine. Like, I don't need anything fancy. I don't need to pay a few £100 or dollars in a year just to have it. I can just keep this as long as I have to, and then I can improve it, and then I can hire someone, because best believe I'm not going to do everything on my own on WordPress, and just I would definitely hire someone. But it just makes me think that we think that AI is taking jobs. So when you look back at, a few decades ago, when people would work in factories, right, and they would do everything themselves, the computers came in, then a lot of jobs were replaced. Like, we've always been through some sort of evolution where something new came in, a machine, a computer that took away jobs, that replaced jobs. And while this feels a bit more scary, but I'm sure that it was scary then as well, when the internet came in, when suddenly you didn't have to, think so much. You could just Google everything, right? When Google came in, it's like every single decade, every single century brings something new, and humans just have to adapt to it. And it just means that people who've been doing the code, trust me, they are still needed, because no way in hell I'm going to learn how to code. I want someone who already knows how to do it. And you just have to adapt as someone who can use AI to do it better. Because, like, we might be able to do some of it, but I'm not about to learn a completely new language. As much as it's beneficial to know how to code, it is very difficult. So I think we still need people that understand how to do it, because let's be honest, there will be things that maybe humans cannot fix, or there will be things that need that human touch. As much as I have my ideas, what if Claude doesn't understand what I wanted to do? And I've had that. When I was building my website, I actually had that. I kept explaining what I want and it just wouldn't understand it. So I had to learn how to edit that section myself, which then became a completely new code. And I spent longer than I want to admit on this, and in hindsight, I wish I would have just paid a few £100 to a developer and they would have done it for me in like probably an hour. But at that time, I didn't have the resources, I didn't have the money. So yeah, it's just crazy how these tools exist. But trust me, if you are someone that you're afraid that AI is going to replace you, in some way it might, but honestly, it won't. It genuinely won't replace you fully, because human touch is human touch, and we are all sick and tired of seeing so much human generated content. We want to see more humans. So in my opinion, it's gonna be a real shift, and companies and the world, society will have to understand when we need to learn how to be with these, to be with artificial intelligence, not without it, but with it. That's the only way forward. You shouldn't be replaced as a human, because you're irreplaceable. Our creativity, our minds, the way we think, like Claude wouldn't have been able to do this without my input. The whole reason why this exists, why I keep perfecting it, why I keep thinking, well, what about the writing? What about this? What about that? That's all because of me. And that's all because of other people who have given their ideas and have given me their advice on what I can do, what I can improve. Claude didn't do all of this. It helped me, but the main idea was from humans. So as much as I'm very fascinated by technology, I also know that without me, this would not be possible. So that's my 2 cents for today.